Hey, did I see an epidemic thing? Oh, that might have
Yeah,
been.
you did. You did, Bot. What's up, everybody? Good evening, and welcome to Coffee, Casuals, and Consoles.
Bing, bing, bong, bong. I did it because he didn't let me do the music.
Oh, my bad.
You petty fool! I've had it with your whining and bumbling.
What's up, everybody? Good evening. Let me find my soundboard thingy majiggy.
Dude, I don't even know how to bumble. Okay, I know how to whine. I just don't know how to bumble.
You gotta go bzz, be a bee. That's it.
Oh,
That's
I thought you were
bumbling.
talking about the app Bumble.
I don't know what bumbling means. What's up, you guys? Welcome to the show. We've got Xbot448 here. You want to say hello?
Hi, how you doing? No, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's CCC back in the building. Huge shout out to the chat, everybody hanging out with us right from the beginning of the show. Guys, you know what to do. You slap that little thumbs up icon right there. You share the link, whether it's on Twitter or Facebook. And we want to get a bunch of people in the chat talking games and shenanigans as well. I like talking shenanigans.
You shenaniganizer.
Tom Fu.
You see my beautiful son, Cal.
Sup?
I love him so much. Anyways, that's from Teddy with a chance of meatballs. Anyways, and then we have Supersonic Station. Would you like to say what's up, Six Sonic Station?
You pathetic pair of pitiful pinheads!
Sculptor says hi. I don't feel good today, but I'm very happy to be here and excited about the show. I think Daz gave me the man flu from all the way from Europe.
He tried to call out, and I was like, nope, you're not calling out today. I'm going to write you up.
I don't pay you $0 for nothing. You get on the show.
Damn right. All right. Well, we hope you feel better, Supersonic Station. I know you're sick, and I appreciate you at least trying to do the show. Please don't puke while we're live. Thank you.
No, just don't do anything to make me laugh today because
Oh,
it hurts.
shit.
Damn.
Stop.
Well,
You're already
Daz
doing-
just called you out in chat too.
Stop, Daz.
Who, me? Oh.
I will get a boat and go to Europe and kick you in the nut.
you can just get on the plane.
No, hold on. You said the nut? Do you have any evidence that he only has one?
Well- wow. All right, moving on. We have Crispy Bomb. Would you like to say good morning?
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, he doesn't want to say good morning.
Yeah, I said good evening this time.
Exactly.
I give Mel some credit. She hasn't said it yet, so we're gonna keep it going.
Haven't said
I
that
didn't
yet.
get on to these topics.
Well, we gotta introduce Butcher Van. Butcher Van, you want to say good evening to everybody?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Xbot style. What's going on, people?
Yeah!
It's the Butcher Van here.
The butcher of PCs is in the building.
That's right. And guess what? I got my Iron Bean coffee mug this week, and it is
Me
amazing.
too. I'm so jealous you got it first. I don't know why I'm jealous. I just am. I got mine
Oh.
too.
I went on the
Flip
website, and they have another one. They have an eviscerator, and it's a red one.
Oh yeah, I know. I saw that. I actually tagged Supersonic Station in it since he was pouting about it. And now I'm like, why didn't they sell that one first?
I
want
don't
one
know,
with
but
the-
I want
they
that
need-
eviscerator one.
They
Well,
may make one with a skull on it. I want a skull.
what the hell is that?
Tornado, Sean Murray.
I
Yeah,
just got.
I was just thinking tornado.
Who's
Oh,
got
Oh,
a
I just
tornado
got
warning?
a.
Get under your
Uh,
desk. Oh, snap.
I just got a storm warning where I live.
Oh snap! Well,
Just a regular
better be
severe
careful.
thunderstorm. No tornado. No going back to Kansas or anything like that, right?
Butcher Van,
No.
don't blow away. You got a game to give out.
yeah, that's true.
Just cut it. That's all. Just cut it.
So let's start with Coffee Casuals Consoles is sponsored by the Iron Bean Coffee Company, where Butcher Van and I have gotten our amazing slasher mugs. You guys should go check them out. They have an eviscerated one, so it's kind of like a bloody red slasher mug, and I'm kind of jealous because you got to pre-order it by tomorrow night. And now I don't have money since I spent money on the black one. So,
Well,
anyways,
can I say something about Iron Bean real quick?
yeah.
All right. One thing I love about them, whether you're ordering coffee, whether you're ordering mugs or any type of, apparel accessory that they have to offer, they always put a bunch of extra stuff in the box. Like we have Iron Bean kind of like stickers that look like the Deadpool logo, but have that crazy owl face in it. It looks really cool. They give you a bunch of like just extra stuff when you order from them. It's so cool.
So many stickers. It's not even
I saw
funny.
Sean Murray. I
don't think you did. But you guys can visit the Iron Bean Coffee Company at ironbeancoffee.com. Save 15% on all your coffee purchases using code CoffeeCasualsConsoles. It doesn't work towards the mugs. Those are, specific stoneware that's created. But it does work towards the merchandise. But yeah, give them a check out if you guys get a chance. Giveaways.
I like that. Give them a checkout because that means check them out, but it also means buy something. Go through the checkout. Give them a checkout.
Someone on Twitter also brought up to me that they're out of their K-cups, and I was going to order some of those too, and I'm like, damn it.
Oh, those are the Fierce coffee that has extra caffeine in it, just so you know. But they'll be back in stock soon. And I want another one. I'm wearing their hoodie right now. I love their hoodies. They told me 14 days I'll have more available. So if you guys need a hoodie, it's a place to get one. They're pretty awesome. But Butcher Van, you have a giveaway going on, don't you?
I do. It's on
another
Twitter.
One?
Yeah, it's for an Ultimate Edition of Red Dead Redemption. Another one of console of your choice. And basically all you have to do to join that is you can go to any one of our Twitter channels, actually, and I'm sure you'll find it. But you just follow the whole entire CCC crew, and you're entered. That's it. That's all you have to do is just follow the CCC crew.
Yeah, but Butcher, you didn't put yourself down, like, for them to follow you as well, man. I didn't understand that. What's going on there, dude?
Don't follow him.
That's given.
Just follow me.
They're already following me if they got the info.
True story. True story.
I had
Makes
to shut
sense.
off my notifications, Butcher.
Dude, yeah, that whole string was live, man. So many people are responding, and like I see a couple people kind of trying to use their own influences here, like, you want me to be the winner, and like I saw that, man.
I like leaving the notifications on because I like wishing people good luck and stuff like that. But yeah, I did share that link to the status in the chat. Congrats to last week, Punkitish won, and the live show that we did. Butcher Van, I keep going to say Mr. Midlife. Freaking A. Butcher Van gave away another copy and was also the Ultimate Edition, so he doesn't go cheap when he does his giveaways, so make sure you guys go check out his Twitter status that I put the link in the chat. All right.
Okay.
So, anything else important going on? Any other?
I have an announcement.
Ooh.
I have an announcement, people.
He's pregnant.
The only question is who's the daddy. But anyway, no, check.
Not me.
Check this out, guys. I want to let people know something. You guys know a while back I became a multi-console owner. I gotta say, guys, I shed a couple pounds here, and I'm feeling really good because
you shed some pounds? I can tell us how. I need the secret.
I went to GameStop and I traded in my PS4 for money.
For money. I hope it was for money.
I bought that from you. Like I'm actually getting one because Dreams is coming out. I want to play Resident Evil 7 again.
Hey, speaking of GameStop, did you see their newest promotion this week?
What is it?
So if you buy Red Dead Redemption, right? Then you get $100 off of a console purchase.
Say what?
Damn.
Yeah. So you can, if you buy the X and you buy Red Dead Redemption, they give you $100 off. Well, obviously the game's not $100. So you're already saving an additional, if you buy the basic, $40? That's pretty good either way.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
Indy in the chat said he's going to shed some Switch pounds as well. Guys, I just want to say the reason why I feel so much better right now is I felt like the PS4 was sitting there. Granted, I had a good time playing Spider-Man, but at the end of the day, to me, it just didn't warrant having the console for like one game that I was like mildly entertained by. And like I would look at it and I feel like I need to play this at some point in time. And now not seeing it on my desk is is a lot more of a, I guess you could say, a mental relief, because I don't have that there anymore to be like, damn, you know, I haven't played that in forever. I need to play something. I need to make sure it has some value in the house, and now it's gone and I don't have to worry about that, and I feel a lot better. I'm just saying.
Were you doing 2 subscriptions, one to PSN and Gold?
We were for a while.
Yeah, and we let PSN run out because, I mean, like I said, we're mostly on Xbox. That's where, you know, the community that we game with. I tried to get into the community on the PlayStation. It was a lot harder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Someone sent me some crazy messages. I was like, who the f are you? I gotta stop putting myself out there.
So officially, Xbot is keeping GameStop alive.
Yes, I am.
He's the only one.
Only one.
How much credit did you get for that?
Well, no, I got money, dude. I didn't even get credit. I was like, give me that cold, hard, crispy cabbage.
How much money you get?
About 150.
God damn, Xbot. You should have sold it to me. I'm trying to get a PS4.
Were you gonna give us 150?
I would ask
shipping cost. Damn,
I would have asked for 200 from you, Super. I'm just saying.
Hey, if you would have kept your digital games on there, I would have gave you 200.
You know what they say? They say, screw your enemies, but screw your friends that much harder. I'm just saying. That's what they say.
Who says that, bot?
Really shady people.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, then that makes sense.
I think I saw him pop up on the screen earlier.
Who? No, you didn't. You didn't see Sean Murray.
I
Not at all.
I did take NyQuil, so I might be hallucinating again on this.
Well, that being said, we'll only have one more PlayStation in our house because I gave mine away to my BFF, Chelsea. I have to bring it to her. She's got to come pick it up for me.
Well, not only did you give it to her, but you're going to deliver it as well?
Yeah, I got to help her out with some
Can I be your best friend? I mean, me and Chelsea can switch spots here. I'm just saying.
Butchervan is making the kitty dance.
Stripper
Thank you
kitty.
for the super chat.
I want to address Daz after the stripper kitty comes on.
Strip cat kitty.
Dance on Sean Murray, please.
Where's the kitty?
Who is Sean Murray?
Here, kitty.
That's the question, bot. Where is the kitty?
Where's the kitty?
Just calm down and let the kitty live, Jesus.
No, that is a strip cat kitty.
Okay.
Dollars get thrown around. That kitty gets on the screen. That's how it works.
Yeah. There you go. All right. That says I should.
Strip cat kitty.
Yes.
Strip cat kitty. I got a couple rolls of quarters. What's the kitty gonna do?
I just noticed that dog has its tongue hanging out.
It's gonna lick that.
That's my favorite kitty.
Hey, Dad says you shouldn't have sold my other PS4. Okay, here's why I did it. Because the Sony dildo sticks made me mad, but the VR games that I want to play, you don't need dildo sticks with them. And PSVR version 2 is more than likely gonna be announced next year, come out next year.
Yeah, I mean, you did buy one and then get rid of it, so it's kind of your own fault.
I did, but you don't really need. There's no reason to really own a Pro. Like, I don't understand.
I remember his unboxing for a Pro.
Oh my God, how many unboxings did he do?
Cheeseburger. Okay.
Thank you for hashtagging Bilbo sticks.
Hashtag Bilbo.
Perfect timing. I was drinking coffee.
That's when you fry up Bilbo, and then he becomes a Bilbo stick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just waiting until Black Friday when you get like a bunch of games with it and crap. So
take away some more money.
About that.
What's on the topics list? Are we talking about Black Friday? Or is that too late? Too early?
It's too soon. It's too soon. Mark J. Pones, thank you for hitting the super chat.
Mark.
You're closer to your coffee mug.
You just got J-poned.
J-poned.
You could get your coffee mug you wanted.
OhSnaps, I gotta ask, when it comes to the super chat, is there any definitive amount where Strip Cat Kitty comes out, or she just comes out?
I don't think so. I think Strip Cat Kitty is cheap, honestly.
Makes sense. What would you do for this dime, Strip Cat Kitty?
There you go.
You could do a thing where it's $5 and then you have two Strip Cat.
What's the cheapest amount you can send in a super chat?
I don't know. Let's
find
find out.
out.
Let's try a penny. Thank you for the super chat, Mark. All right, so let's start out with the Spider-Man update that had just recently happened. I'm gonna hand this one over to Xbot because I didn't get to read too much on it, and I really was not interested in.
Neither did I, actually. The only thing I do know about this update, they updated photo mode, and for all the people out there who are arguing about puddles, Insomniac definitely has a sense of humor because they put puddle stickers in that you can put into your pictures, so you can have as many puddles as you want in your photos. And I thought that was genius. Yeah,
that is the greatest. That is the greatest troll of all time, right there.
Yeah, I agree.
I laughed my ass off when I saw that.
I still don't believe it.
How much more creative can you get than like to try and figure out how to get some backlash just before a game release? Then they say, hey, they dropped out some puddles, downgrade Central, and then so what do? They come out with puddles in sticker form.
That is pretty freaking spectacular. You know what that just tells me? They have a sense of humor, and it's awesome. So
does anybody else know like what
I'm
else?
getting into that now.
All right, cool.
I'm so gonna go into my PlayStation game right now, my Spider-Man game, where he's sitting there like kind of, you know, how Spider-Man squats. I'm gonna put a puddle right below him in the picture.
I wonder if you could.
I can't wait to see that.
Of the puddle, I wonder if you could change the color.
Oh, that's a good question.
Good question.
Ooh.
Butcher will let us know.
Don't turn it brown.
Wow. The creativity is
lighter,
going to
man,
flow.
but you brought it full-fledged.
People are gonna start putting puddles everywhere in their picture.
Don't laugh, Sonic.
Oh, Daz. Wow. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Jesus, Daz.
You're fired. Fake news. All
What
right.
is wrong
So
with you?
Spider-Man's new Game Plus mode allows you to replay the game story from the beginning. You have access to every suit, skill, gadget, mod, and benchmark you unlocked in the previous playthrough. So I don't know if you actually completed the game bot, but you would have access to everything that you've previously unlocked. And then photo mode has been updated. It's going to be easier and faster to take pictures. You can toggle an option for triggering photo mode with your left directional button. You can rotate layers in photo mode. Excuse me. And then obviously you can add your puddles. Now, the puddles are stickers. Is there going to be any other stickers that you guys know of?
I'm sure.
Yeah,
there
they
will.
added other ones, but that was the only one that was pretty funny.
That is pretty spectacular. There's 2 new trophies.
I was gonna say he said the puddles are the only ones that are actually worth it, is what he's saying right there.
I feel like that definitely would make it worth it. Like I would just play it to take some pictures of some puddles, you know, and Spider-Man with his puddles.
I love Insomniac, dude. Even when like they released Sunset Overdrive, like they did all cosplay, acted crazy, giving out those drinks. I forgot. They're not Nuka Colas, but
Overdrive.
Yeah,
Overdrive Colas. Yeah, they're freaking cool, man.
Dude,
I love them.
Not only that, Insomniac with Sunset Overdrive, they came out with a YouTube channel called Overdrive TV, and dude, it was hilarious. They did little bits and skits and stuff like that, but they also showed like random people's gameplay, like cool things that happened in the game and stuff. So they are really creative when it comes to doing like extra things with the game, you know?
I know you don't like to hear about VR, but they make really good.
Oh God,
Insomniac's making really good VR games too.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
they're-
what made me want VR. The hell's that game where it's like ice and snow and you're all alone and it's really
Tomb Raider?
excited. No. No. I forgot what it's called.
The Edge of Nowhere.
Yes, that one. But
Oh,
anyways,
God,
I
I
thought
think-
we were talking about Spider-Man. How did we start talking about VR?
It's what we do here.
That's
It's
me.
what we do
somehow
here.
we did.
I don't get it.
When Sonic goes to bed at night, he puts his VR mask on.
Hey, and I gotta give props to Insomniac though, because like they do good at VR. So does Hellblade. I'm
You
just saying.
already said that.
Or Ninja Theory.
Just in case you didn't hear him.
I don't feel
He's
good. I
making
get
sure.
all the excuses.
I'm
in the
gonna
world.
say this right now because I know I'm gonna end up saying it again later in the show. But Sonic, why do you have a console? I still don't know, man.
Because I play on both. Am I not allowed to play?
It doesn't.
Do I not have the freedom
Sir,
to
it
do
does
what I
not
want?
sound like it. It sounds like you need old school emulators and VR in your life, and that's it. And that's all around PC, man.
I've even got Power of the Cloud now, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh no.
All right, so Crispy Bomb, what do you think about the Spider-Man update? Do you think
we got puddles. I mean, yeah. It sounds like they got a God mode going on in the, which I'm kind of confused. I mean, I would rather get some like new achievements and stuff, and get a harder mode or something like that.
You got 2 new trophies. That's something, I suppose.
Crispy, don't most games do this though? Anyway, like after you beat it, like
Well, no. Some games do a God mode, and some games do like you can unlock, insane mode or something like that.
Right.
There's ultimate difficulty with the Game Plus mode.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, so God mode plus ultimate. That sounds pretty cool. I mean, obviously, I'm not a PlayStation owner, but I mean, it sounds interesting.
I feel like I'm not a PlayStation owner anymore because I already said I would give it away. But like,
I feel so much better now, though.
I wasn't planning on Xbox getting rid of his, and now I'm sad.
Now you're like, oh no.
So, wait, so you still have one?
Well, the 15-year-old has one that he doesn't play.
Would you like to try to bargain with a 15-year-old that loves money?
You know what? I can offer him $50 and own it, and it's a Slim too, so it's not a bad idea.
Slims are gonna be dirt cheap Black Friday.
He was so upset with me for some reason. I have no idea.
He
why.
really was. He was like, "You're a piece of shit, Dad."
Traitor, dad traitor.
Yeah, he doesn't use the stuff, but he's a what do you call them, people? I think he's borderline hoarder. He likes to collect everything, and he doesn't like to get rid of anything. And I'm like, you need to clean your room. And then he starts getting rid of stuff once he wants to have friends over, and then I'm just like, nope, you gotta clean up the room. And then boom, he starts getting rid of stuff, but very, very few and far in between his items that he really cherishes. How about the chat? Anybody in the chat who is into the Spider-Man game, what do you guys think about this update? Let us know. Because I know.
Like to hear my opinion, ma'am?
Yeah, I actually would. I thought you were busy off, looking for Sean Murray or something.
I'm always doing that. Stop, it hurts. Quit.
Whoa, what's going on at your house? You're like, stop, it hurts. Quit it.
I haven't played the game yet. I don't have an opinion.
All right, here's what my opinion of Spider-Man is. If you've tried a lot of the outfits that Spider-Man has, there are some really, really cool looking Spider-Man. Like, there's like an old school looking Spider-Man, and then there's this like, it almost looked like they were trying to go for an 8-bit type look or something, like old school. And then they were, I don't know, there's just tons and tons of different ones with different details and different colors, and basically anything that can pull anybody into it that, because everybody has different likes and tastes, and they all have different abilities attached to them. So it's got a lot of playback that you can, like one outfit that you could fly through town maybe does something different than another. So it's just kind of experimenting with different outfits.
Does this game have good replay value? Because I haven't bought it yet, but when I get PlayStation, I'm gonna try it. So I'm wondering if it does have good replay value.
Me personally, I gotta say, I don't think so. Even with all the suits, and you can mix and match the abilities. So you can take like the Punk Spider-Man costume has the guitar ability, but you can take that ability and put it on the Iron Spider suit as well. So you can mix and match and stuff like that. But I feel like the world and the way the story goes, the story takes like absolutely forever to ramp up. And me personally, I would say this is almost a one and done. And I'm a Spider-Man fan. Like, I don't see how this game
You were so ecstatic for this game.
Yeah, I know. And
you were Spidey bot for a while.
And it turned out to be bleh. Like, it's just meh.
I agree with you, bot. But the other thing, too, Yeah, I agree with you, Bot, but also I think the way that they could save this game for like long term is what they could do is change the workings of the city after you beat the game and then make it kind of like open world-ish and active so you can like instantly go and solve and fix a crime like right as you're like in the city and messing around like free roaming.
Yeah.
And then
God. I thought you were going to say put Battle Royale in it. Sorry.
well, I think that would be
Battle Royale makes
it would
everything better.
extend the life of the game a lot more because then you're actively going around doing missions, trying to earn, whatever renown or whatever.
All right, Butcher. I really like what you're saying, and that could possibly work. But my main issue here is I don't think Sony gives two shits about the long term in this game. I feel like they're like, okay, we sold a ton, we're good. That's pretty much it. That's the way I feel like they're gonna do that. Yeah.
I disagree. I guarantee you they're gonna do a sequel. Like to all these games, they're working on sequels right now. God of War, like everything.
Spider-Man 2 is not being worked on yet.
How do you know?
I know. I'm just saying, I know. Like, Insomniac has gone out to Marvel because Marvel is actually, they're the ones that own the rights to the Spider-Man video game. It's not Sony. All right.
Could happen. Money talks.
But what happened was with doing the deal with Spider-Man and everything like that, Sony kind of worked in there that Spider-Man game, that first one, would be with them, and that's it. But
so the Spider-Man 2 from Insomniac could come out to multi-consoles.
It could be a multi-platform, even if they do it. But they reached out to Marvel and said that they would like to do more superhero games. So that
Superman game. Okay. I got a question.
Marvel has no say in that. That's DC, sir.
Right. So is there any kind of cliffhanger or anything at the end of this game?
He hasn't made it to the end of the game.
Oh,
he sold his console before he could.
I couldn't make it to the end.
Is Venom in this game?
No. The black suit's not even. The black suit is not even in this game, dude.
Boo. What about the DLC they're releasing for it? Does that look interesting?
Now there are like quite a few like DLCs planned. I think like 4 of them, if I remember correctly. The first one has to deal with the Black Cat. And Spider-Man's kind of like, on and off relationship with the Black Cat and how she's always like kind of like on the line between, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a cat burglar. That's her whole thing. That's the
snatcher.
First. Oh, I just got a bad picture there. But yeah, that's the first DLC. I think there's like 3 more coming down the pipeline. I'm feeling like one of them. Because Miles Morales is in the story in the game, I feel like one of them you're going to be Ultimate Spider-Man. That's going to be one of the DLCs. But other than that, I don't see a symbiote like Venom or Carnage being in any of the DLCs. It's probably going to
great. That would be awesome.
Yeah, but I don't see it happening. I don't
Carnage.
see Carnage in there.
I love Carnage.
Carnage is my favorite villain out of like comic books. Like he is a sick dude. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
But I just don't I don't see kind of like the long-term value in this game now, even with the DLC and everything like that. And to be very honest with you, the hype has really, really calmed down with this game as well. I don't know if you guys saw, like, I don't see as much about Spider-Man anymore. Like I can guarantee there's probably a lot less people playing the game now.
The hype died down pretty quick.
Yeah, same with God of War. The hype died down. There's a lot of hype with that, then that died down. Like, this game died down.
Having a multiplayer element. I mean, that's something that they continue to do, and they're gonna continue to do because it sells. But are you getting the people on there consistently? And that's the thing that they have to think about.
And like I said, I just feel that right now, like maybe sequels down the line, but when it comes to this game, I feel like the way Sony looks at this stuff is we sold a lot of copies, we sold a lot of software, we got money in our pocket. We don't really give a shit about the long term. That's the way I see it. That's why they like to specialize in those single player games. Even God of War, they didn't even plan any DLC for that game at all. You know what I'm saying? And today's day and age, especially single player and stuff like that, once you get done with the the main game. I know a lot of people look forward to. I wonder what's going to come with the DLC. Now with God of War, you could be like nothing at all. You just got the story. That's it.
You get nothing. Well, speaking of all this PlayStation talk, I want to know your guys' opinion about the Days Gone delay. I know some people are mad. Some people are like, oh, they need to develop it more, blah, blah, blah. You know, let them take all the time they want. But the same thing happens, you know, when an Xbox exclusive is delayed, everyone gets mad and other people, haha, I told you that game's going to be delayed.
Well, oh, snaps. Along the line of Days Gone, an Xbox exclusive was delayed as well.
I don't know.
Crackdown 3 is coming out a week later.
I'm over that game.
There's a big difference between these two. Wait, how long is Days Gone? Okay,
Days Gone was originally supposed to come out February 22nd, 2019. It is now going to come out April 26, 2019.
Yeah, that's because of launch windows. Kingdom Hearts did this too because of the launch windows. There's too much stuff coming out at once.
Well, it says they further need to polish the game.
Well, yeah, they can do that while they're waiting. But I mean, who wouldn't want to like do this when all these other games aren't coming out? Like, I know I read an article. Kingdom Hearts was ready to come out, but they wanted to delay it a few months for January, February, when like all these other games aren't coming out like all at once. And then they said that they could also polish the game too because but I mean, I don't think it's a big deal. Days Gone being delayed like a few months.
February and March is majorly overcrowded with games, so I don't see a problem with it.
And Days Gone is moved to was it February, March, April, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta say, when it comes down to it, I know my name is Xbot, and when you hear me say that, you know I'm about to go in. All right, I know my name is Xbot, but when you look at the track record of Sony, of PlayStation, their first-party exclusives, 95% of their exclusives this generation have been delayed at least once. Now,
that's not true. The last Guardian only took 10 years. Xbox.
Okay, all right.
Okay, here. I get that they're being delayed, but when they come out, I mean, they do look really good.
Dude, they all look the same. See, this is something we will go in on this because I know God of War looks great. I know Last of Us looks great. I know Uncharted looks great. But when you look at it, they all look the same, dude. They all look the same.
It's like they reskinned it. It really is.
Dude, the graphics are good, but it's like this is like God of War is like Uncharted, but in Norse mythology.
But
like,
you don't see anybody complaining about Ubisoft reskinning all their games. Oh wait, they do that to every single game they own too. I mean, come on. Every Assassin's Creed that comes out every year is just a reskinned version of Far Cry.
Of Far Cry? Really?
Even Far Cry.
Really?
If you look at Far Cry's skins, if you look at even what was their other shooter game that came out earlier this year?
All right, but here's the thing. You're talking
all of them. They all look the same.
You're talking about one development. You're talking about one development studio that's using the same tools to create different games. I'm talking about multiple first-party studios using the same techniques and basically making different games that look the same. Yeah.
They all have a company, which is Sony, that's backing them. It's like if Microsoft backs another company, they're going to use their resources to help their game out.
But Gears doesn't look like Halo. You know what I'm saying? They have their own thing. They do their own games. Like they might
do their own game, but they still use some of the resources off of Microsoft.
Okay,
which are shared resources off of Microsoft.
Yeah, but not all. Let's be real.
I agree. I agree with you. But you also see where I'm coming from on the aspect that they still have their backer, which is Sony, and Gears has their backer, which is Microsoft, and they all share their resources to help make their game.
No, I hear what you're saying, but like what I'm saying is sharing resources is a lot different than just going and reskinning the same what I call Sony blueprint for each and every exclusive, and then seeing everybody hold it up on a golden pedestal with reviews and stuff like that, and not pointing out, hey, this looks the same as the other 5 you came out with, though. I'm just saying that's me. I don't.
Crispy Bomb's trying to say something, but he's breaking up.
I agree with you, Xbot. Absolutely.
Thank you.
I agree to a certain extent, but you can't say that Last of Us and God of War look the same, because I don't think that either of those games remotely look anywhere close to each other.
Well, The Last of Us, let's be real, it was a remake of the previous generation, so it's not going to look the same identically, but you can tell that the infrastructure, they found a successful blueprint with The Last of Us, and now what they're doing is they're spreading that blueprint around all first-party development teams, and they're like, all right, you guys all need to make a game using this. Like, even Days Gone looks the same as Uncharted, and it goes, like, the list will just keep going, man.
But hey, it works. They have exclusives.
Well, see, it only works because
like, I mean, yeah, they're okay. Let's say they're skinning and reprinting, right? They're coming out with more exclusives, and that's where all these diehards are going. Well, Microsoft doesn't have any exclusives. Sony has all these exclusives. That's what this whole entire console war is being fought over. Is
I know, but the console war is not the gaming industry, though. You know what I'm saying? The console war. I know we're a part of a gaming community, and I love this community, and unfortunately the console wars bleed into this community, but at the end of the day, the console war is a very kind of like small part of the overall gaming industry. And to me, it's sad that like the big gaming medias, like the IGNs, the GameSpots, all these people, they put these games on a high pedestal, but they don't report kind of like what is absolutely blatant going on here. Yeah, God of War is great, but yeah, it does look like it has the same blueprint as like Uncharted 4. And do you guys notice there's a trend here? Like all these games seem to have the same kind of backdrop and framework all like throughout this generation when it comes to Sony.
But are they selling though?
That's what it comes. It is that is what it comes down to. It comes down to.
At one point in time, it became popular to sell Furbies. Like I'm not saying that.
Yo, fucking Furbies were amazing. Don't you dare talk smack about Furbies.
Dude, I will kick a Furby.
How about Tickle Me Elmos? I ran one
also
over.
amazing.
And I couldn't stand it. I ran it over. All right.
See, whoa. I think I just come from a different opinion because I still have my PlayStations. I still use them. I still play on them. I play on my Xbox every day. I don't play on my PlayStation as much, but I don't run into a lot of the issues or see a lot of the problems that a lot of other people, let's say particularly the Xbox community, are saying, because I don't think they play it nearly as much as what I've seen in my extensive use. And so, like, to me, it's kind of skewed because I'm like, okay, well, I agree to a certain degree, but also another thing is, like, I've never had those issues on PlayStation. Even though I prefer Xbox over PlayStation, I can't say that, you know, a lot of those things are happening because I haven't particularly seen them.
So, you
didn't, by the way,
formula or / blueprint. You don't see kind of like the similarities going through like all these first party exclusive games.
I see some similarities, but not enough to be like copy and paste in their first party games. I don't see that. I see more of that in like an Ubisoft game, even though it's the same publisher. I see them copy and pasting their own
pretty much
material.
The same developers too, because they are their own publisher. Like,
but
hey,
I see it more from them than I do from Sony, because a lot of these games coming from Sony, I don't see a lot of that's being copy and pasted, even though there is similarities for sure because it's using the resources of Sony.
When was the last first party, like first person, kind of like, when was the last first person game that Sony came out with? A game that was put in the first person. Killzone, right? Killzone?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, Killzone, which was a launch title. All right, how many third-person over-the-shoulder games did they come out with that were adventure games?
I don't know. There's a lot, obviously. You know, like that's the thing.
That is the core.
That's what's selling, though. That's what's selling. People like over-the-shoulder third-party games. Red Dead Redemption. That one's going to be over-the-shoulder as well. You have an option.
Well, you have the option for first person.
But I guarantee you, most people are going to use it in third person.
If I like you guys fighting, keep it up. Go.
No, I guarantee you, most people.
Hey, chat. No, me and Butcher, we are mad cool with each other. The one of the greatest things about having podcasts is having people on the panel who has different opinions. But I believe the chat knows I proved my point.
I think someone just died on the live stream.
You both have your point.
If you play Red Dead Redemption this week, are you going to play it in first person or third person? Chat.
I'm a third person. So I'm gonna play
I'll try both. Go ahead.
I'll try both, but I have a feeling third person in that game is going to be better.
Who knocked over the mic or got hurt?
I got hurt.
Why you yelling at the mic? Your beard is weird.
He laughed too much.
So, anyways, I don't know how this happened. We're talking about Days Gone being delayed, and then
this is called great gaming entertainment on a podcast. That's what it's called.
That's what I was saying. Like, people were making fun of Kingdom Hearts and stuff, and like I read why, and I don't think 3 months is a big deal. Like, Crackdown 3 is a whole nother monster because they've been delaying this over and over and over. So
yeah,
I don't think
Crackdown has pissed me off.
I don't think to relaunch in like a different window, because I think they wanted the Japanese they wanted to do a worldwide launch thing, and they wanted the Japanese to. I hope that didn't sound racist.
It did. It did. I'm just letting you know.
They have little hands. Okay. But
they want Trump. What does it have to do with anything?
He's part Japanese. There you go.
Okay, now we know. But I think it's fine if they delay stuff like in a certain time frame to get away from Broketober and all that crap.
Did you say Broketober?
Yeah, and I did not even know like when the date that last, what is it called, that zombie game, Days Gone. I had no idea when it was even released, and honestly, I never even heard the first release date for it.
Hey, super, check this out. Brian Baker, excuse me, Brian Baker, aka Blades, in the chat pointed out that the name of that game is Days Gone. He was like, you didn't expect a delay with a name like Days Gone. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
I have to say
that is funny, but I'm not gonna. This game could be cool. I love zombie games, so
that's one game I was looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna judge it. I was making fun of Until Dawn and stuff, and I love that game. So, I'm not gonna talk crap on it.
You love it Until Dawn, don't you?
Hell yeah, dude.
I do think Sony has a bad problem at delaying their games, and Microsoft has been trying to get better at that, where they're trying not to announce something before, too early. But hopefully they'll fix that in the future, where they won't start announcing stuff like Hideo Kojima's games, where it's 5 years before it's about to be released, and he has half the story already out.
So whatever, Xbox is already doing that. They just announced Halo Infinite. That game coming out for like 3 years. So
yeah,
they announced it, but they didn't show any information. Like, they showed a little teaser.
Oh yeah. They shouldn't even put a release date on anything. Just say coming or in progress, game in development, or something like that. Yeah. That's what,
can I add something?
Nope.
I'm gonna add it anyway. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see them put out a date and then release the game early. Just be like, hey, surprise, it's ready to go. We're releasing it early, and see all the hype, and then people be excited. But no, it's always a delay.
Yeah, it's like
Yep.
but the Bethesda, what they did like a couple years or
That sounded like a remix right there. But the Bethesda.
that's like our avatars. Their hair.
Or like Crackdown. Let's have 4 release dates.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They need
that's
to learn from
aggravating.
Crackdown, definitely.
Sean Murray, get out of here. But yeah, remember when Bethesda surprised us? They're like, okay, this game's coming out next month. We're like, awesome. When they showed Doom, and they're like, this game's coming out in this November. We're like, whoa, we did not even see this coming. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's
but like if they give us a date, like let's say they say June 13th of 2019 and then they decided to release it in April, that would be so much better. I think there would be less complaints. I think that they need to think outside the box when they put out these dates and do something along the lines of that. I'm reading Daz's jokes in the chat here. He's killing me.
They're crazy.
I'm reading Lady Foxfire's comment. She says, "Don't get sick, Mel. That's not fair. I'm sick. She's not."
Maybe she didn't know you were sick. It's not all about you, Supersonic Station.
Yeah, don't let Sonic
Yes,
get you sick, Mel.
It is about.
I've
me.
been sneezing. I don't know what happened. We started the show and now I've got man flu.
Oh, I know why. You're allergic to bullshit.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. There you go.
You're so smart, bot. So smart. So Crispy Bomb, what do you think about this delay? I mean, does it affect you at all? Do you care? I'd like to know because you're the quietest one here. And then, I don't know, they trailed off on something else before.
Basically, I don't care. I will not own a PlayStation until they change the controller.
But what
or
if you
let me
won
play-
one?
If I owned one, yeah, I'd be probably mad, to be honest. I mean, you've been talking about this game for I don't even know how long. I've stopped paying attention. Like, you know, they say, oh, 3 years down the road, we're gonna have this game, and then you know they might say, oh, we're gonna kick it back farther, and then we're gonna kick it back farther. And you know, it's hard to even keep track at this point of how many times PlayStation has done this. You know, it's just like, oh, we're gonna talk about this game at E3 5 years before we're actually gonna release it, and nobody calls them out on it. So it's pretty annoying, to be honest. I mean, I know Crackdown, they should have just said, hey, we're releasing it, you know, an extra year down the road, and then they would have fixed the problem. But it's like, hey, we're going to talk about a game that's 5 years out, 6 years out. I don't think Halo Infinite is 5 years out. I think Halo Infinite is probably 3 years out. So that's logical. It's a little teaser, but you're not giving teasers. They're giving full gameplays sometimes, and then they're not releasing the game for another 3 years. So that's kind of like
what they do with Crackdown, though. I'm just saying.
But that wasn't really like not at E3. They did the multiplayer gameplay, which they clearly had issues in the back end of that, I believe. But you know that's for them to figure out. But they shouldn't have said, "Hey, we're going to release it," you know, at this time, and then freaking do it 4 more times. That's stupid. But I just
stupid.
If I were a PlayStation player, I'd be ticked off. I mean, but that would be me.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
but look at all the like at this time of year. I don't think people care because October, November, December, we're gonna be so busy with all these other games, and like the game like
they got
that,
Call of Duty. They don't care. Okay.
I mean, yeah, and like games are gonna be lost in the shuffle. So like putting it in a different window, like early January or early early next year. I think is a good decision, and they can polish it up and stuff.
But what I'm saying is you know, you go February, okay, you say maybe one of the weeks in March that's, you know, I mean, it's a PlayStation exclusive. People are going to buy it, okay? But you're going almost 3 months away from when you had it, and you're saying you're polishing it. If you're just doing a window, you're going to do it like in a week that another game's not releasing. You know what I mean? So clearly maybe they really do need to polish it up a little bit, which would be fine. I mean, I understand that, but as you know, people have been anticipating this game for a very long time, and I've seen it like, you know, all over the internet. And it's like now all of a sudden you're going to go almost 3 months and just say, hey, you know, like we're going to release it now. And then it's like, okay, are they going to do that again like Crackdown?
But they might not even need to polish it. Like I said, Kingdom Hearts said that they were thinking about releasing the game before their launch window, but they just because of the launch window. They didn't even need to polish it up. This game might not even need to polish it up. They just want to get away from this launch window.
Yeah,
But
at
what's
what
coming out
point in the
in January?
development process do you come up and go, hey, we have 5 months till release. We need 2 more months for extra polish because 5 months isn't enough.
Right.
Yeah, it's an
Why
excuse,
2
man.
months?
It's
Why
an
2
excuse.
months? Why not 6 months? If you're gonna polish it, I don't understand. Like you're already 5 months away from the release. What's an extra 2 months? Why not just push it back 6 more months or whatever and do it right if you're gonna give it more polish, right? You know, like that's where I don't understand that. It's like the time frame doesn't make sense other than logically they're just doing it to get out of that busy window, like Sonic was saying.
That's what they're doing.
All right, check this out. Check this out. The
We're
business side,
we're
the business side of the gaming industry. My bad, Super, but I just want to throw this out there real quick. The business side of the gaming industry. Once Sony realized, like February 22nd, there was like Anthem and Metro and Crackdown, and then they had Days Gone slated for that, right? As soon as they saw the other games who gave that definitive date, right then and there, they knew they were not coming out on that day. All right. They already penciled in another day that they were going to put the game if the other developers didn't move their games. So it's all about timing and everything like that. So they wanted to wait and see if anybody else was changing their date. Plus they wanted to find a point in time where they would announce this and it would get kind of like as little play as possible, because when it comes to delays, you can get a backlash, you could get people that get pissed off and stuff like that. So the marketing teams, they would look at when the right time to announce a delay would be. So they already knew once they saw the other games coming out, they already had a date penciled in that they would move it to. They just wanted to see if the other developers would kind of show their hand first and move their games. And when they saw that they didn't do it, the next thing would be like, when is the right time to say that we're pushing this to April? You see what I'm saying?
When would be a better time than after Black Ops and before Red Dead?
Before that, I want to add one more thing. A lot of times, it's not a Sony or Microsoft thing. It just happens. Like sometimes these certifications take way longer than they expected to process and go through. They got to do certifications on all kinds of stuff, and sometimes it takes a long time, so they have to delay it. And when they do that, they find a good time frame to do it to where they think it's most beneficial.
Yep.
Yo, Fastback is talking to Daz in the chat. He's like, Daz, flush those jokes in the Labo toilet.
Some of them are funny. Some of them are pretty funny.
Daz's kid must be whispering him in his ear.
No, he's looking them up. I was like, are you looking those up right now?
Is Nintendo still selling cardboard?
Probably. That's going to sell really well. You know, the holidays are coming pretty quickly, so people are starting their holiday shopping.
People start to get broke a lot more during the holidays, so they're going to need extra cardboard.
God, that is so true. I need some cardboard. I got to start a layaway at Walmart for the kids.
The what?
The kids. I got to start.
We're whispering.
For gifts. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing that. And, you know, it's so hard to shop for these kids these days.
Santa Claus is real.
No, he's not.
Let's be real here. Who cares about the holidays? It's all about January, because that is my birthday. Okay? All right, January.
Who are you?
I am Xbot448, aka King Neutral.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Xbot448 doesn't get anything for Christmas, so that is all.
Nope.
Nope. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, January, Schmanuary, it's July.
I think I'm going to try and dethrone Xbot from his King Neutral platform.
Oh, snap.
Can't do it, man.
Oh.
Hey, technically you're not a neutral anymore if you don't have both consoles, but
That is not true.
I think it is.
That's
Neutral,
awesome right
neutral
there.
is a mentality, all right, and it's about looking at the entire scope of gaming, all platforms.
Neutral
you know,
mentality.
I am King Neutral. You cannot take my throne. You can't.
I'll be Butch neutral.
I'm gonna have to agree with OhSnaps and Butcher.
Ooh. Fastback says you need 3 consoles, but the other one's not technically consoles.
Well, technically in the house, we have Xbox One, we have PS4,
we have Wii
we have
U,
Wii U, we have 3DSs. So technically I could still be king neutral.
That's
so
fire to you.
Take that, Butch. Take that.
I don't know. Butch has them all.
You can't be king neutral with your kid's console. That's not fair.
Hey, we can borrow it. They borrow our stuff. What is this nonsense?
My stomach hurts. I'm laughing so hard.
See, that's a job well done. But yeah, no, I forgot what the hell we were talking about.
Yeah, I could just see me walking up to the 15-year-old. You're grounded from your PS4. He's like, but I don't even play it. Exactly. Give it to me.
You're like, it's going in my room for the next week.
Every time a game comes out at Sony, you're grounded for 1 month. It's cheaper than Redbox.
Oh. Do anything, but you're grounded.
you didn't do a thing, but you're grounded. That's the whole reason
Good
why.
Good parenting, you guys. Good parenting. Keep that in mind. When your kids want to know where you got that horrible idea from, tell them CCC.
Xbox.
No, why? It wasn't your idea fully.
We
helped.
I'm always self-marketing. I'm just saying it's a bad habit. I think I need 12 steps to get rid of it. Yeah.
You can self-market all you want, but you still lost your name, King
Ooh,
Neutral.
Lady Foxfire said you can't be King Neutral without a Crown VR headset.
Ooh, see, Lady Foxfire, out of everybody who tried to tell me I can't be king, she made the most valid point right there.
So I think we have to get that VR headset. What? Yeah.
Well, the 15-year-old for the holidays is getting an Oculus. So I'll be able to wear it. I'll be able to wear it.
My life.
Oculus Rift.
It's not fair. I go to work every day. I can't have an Oculus, and the 15-year-old who doesn't work gets to have an Oculus. I quit. I'm done.
Yes. We get to hang out. We get to hang out at Brian Baker's house in VR. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait.
You guys are weird.
Dude,
no, I'm not trying to insult Brian Baker, but that would not be first on my list of things to do with my VR.
Zero. So
dude,
wow, can I be your kid?
Awesome. He got 4K 3D movies and stuff. We can all sit in the theater together and
Grade school. If we can claim you on taxes, you can be our kid. That's how it works. Okay.
Skull Zero. It's really not about us claiming you as our kid, but it's more like my mom claiming you as her grandchild.
Yeah, grandma buys everything and auntie.
Mr. Glass VR isn't dead. They're still making it and making games that they have the top studio. I'm just saying.
All right, guys.
They're still making it and making it and making it well.
And doing it and doing it and doing it.
That's why I did that.
And we are moving on. Google Project Stream.
I played that song last night when I was DJing. That's so weird.
That's so cool. We're moving on. That's why you're sick, because you were DJing. Google Project Stream, Supersonic Station had brought this up to us. I want to hear about it. What is Google Project Stream and what can you do with it?
Google Project Stream is a cloud streaming service. I make fun of the cloud all the time, but you can sign up for this. It's you also get Assassin's Creed for free till January, so I would encourage everyone to sign up for it. You don't need a console to play games. You don't need a PC. You can use a crappy laptop and just stream. I'm not sure what the internet connection speed is you need or what data caps.
23 megabytes.
Yeah, 23. But dude, we got crappy internet, and like I make fun of the cloud all the time. Okay, but this runs amazing. Like I was just like totally.
What were you playing?
Blown away. Assassin's Creed. The Origins, the new Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
And this is a very, very demanding game.
That would be Odyssey, sir. Origins.
Odyssey. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna correct him, but I was trying not to be a D. So.
Yeah, but it's cool that they started with this game because it's like if you can do this open world game.
How much did you pay for this game?
It's free. You can sign up for free, and they give you the game free. But you only get to test it out till January.
I signed up, and I haven't gotten any emails or anything.
I just put in a request for it.
Yeah, it'll probably take a couple weeks, but I encourage everyone to try it out because like I thought the cloud thing was a very long ways away, and wow, this crap's working. There's no latency in the controls. It looks. I have the Xbox One X version too, so like I couldn't even tell any difference. So like it works really good. That's what I've been saying for like a long time, that Google could come in like a thief in the night and really shake up things. And the Xbox Game Pass, I said for a long time, would probably turn into like a cloud-based streaming subscription service. And I think that's where Xbox is going for it. So I really don't think that Xbox is too worried about Sony. I think they're freaked the hell out by Google, though. I definitely think Phil Spencer's freaking out. That's why he's buying all these studios. And dude, he needs to buy a lot more studios because this is trouble. Like, this is trouble for Microsoft. This is trouble for Sony. This is trouble for graphic card makers because it's just from your browser. Dude,
hold on. Bot's laughing about Daz's joke.
Yeah. Oh no.
He saw balls and he started dying.
Sony balls. But yeah, it's just straight from the browser. You're in with a second, no downloads, no nothing. Granted, I have not tried multiplayer. Here's like some downfalls that I haven't questioned about it. I haven't tried multiplayer in it, so I don't know how it's going to work. I was doing a live broadcast and I was going to try to show it off streaming, but I can't do that yet. But it is still in beta. They're just kind of testing out the single player stuff, so it'll continue to get better. But I did think this was a long ways down, but holy crap, it works. It does not just work, it works excellent.
So
very good.
Sonic, I gotta say, out of people you know who might have YouTube channels, is there anybody out there that you might want to say was right about the whole streaming thing? I'm just wondering.
I think he's talking about himself.
Would I do that? Would I do that?
Every day, Xbox.
Yeah, you have been saying it for a long time. But I did say that the Xbox Game Pass would turn into the cloud. The cloud thing. But yeah, you said this is gonna be the future of what's gonna happen and stuff. You did say that a long time ago.
I still don't like the idea of streaming games, whether it's browser based or what. It's because you still need a decent internet connection. And
I don't have one. Someone else is watching.
But the thing
Netflix
is, if you have if you have a lot of people, like in my house, I have right now in my house, I probably have two things in Netflix going, and probably Vudu or Hulu or something going with the kids on their tablets as well. So I mean, I'm using a lot of bandwidth right now, and I probably would have an issue with it.
I think Google could also do another surprise and like put out like a booster thing, whatever Xbox is, Scarlet or whatever the hell it is. That they could bring out like a booster thing. But I mean, just think about this. You don't need a console. You don't need a PC. This could be Google's about on everything, tablets, phones. You could turn on your smart TV and play Assassin's Creed or any other AAA game.
I cannot. I have a smart TV. My plasma TV is a smart TV, and that thing is just so difficult, and I haven't tried it honestly, but it is really hard to use.
Give it time. I'm just saying.
I haven't turned it on since I stopped using it, so it's kind of nice.
But yeah, the Xbox controller works. I mean, Xbox controller just works. I just plugged in my Xbox controller, or you can Bluetooth it wirelessly, and it's just one button. You're in, boom, like that. So I don't know how would they do this. Like, here's how Google could do like a total shakeup. They could make these games like sell these games very cheap, or either that or they're going to do some kind of subscription service. Because Xbox and Sony both have amazing first-party games. Google really doesn't have any. Microsoft is buying publishers and not publishers; they're buying studios and stuff. Me and Jerry J talked about this. Google come in and buy whole freaking publishers. So I don't know. It's interesting to see what might happen. So I don't know. It's not for everyone, but we also said that about digital games and stuff, and look what people are doing.
Nothing is for everyone.
Right. So.
Oh no, there is something for everyone. It's called herpes.
Jesus.
That is not for everyone, Xbot. Ew. All right.
I mean, I'm still scared. Like, I don't want this to be the future and stuff. But I mean,
I put a link in the chat if anybody wants to take a look at it. You can play Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
And that's it.
You have to sign up, create an account.
Well, yeah,
and,
it's a test.
They'll send you the code if they accept you. They haven't accepted me yet.
Just give it like a week or two. And I'm not
well, I'm not mad. I don't give a shit.
The only thing I'm saying is it works, and it works good. So I want to see how Xbox works, but I think Google is kind of beating them.
But I think that's a great door to more games for more gamers. You know, if you look at the bigger scope here, there's more opportunity for gamers to play, regardless of your console or PC.
Yeah, these people that buy Razer, whatever laptops to play games, you don't need those anymore. Just saying, it's all from a browser.
So what are you saying? I could use this old piece of junk I'm using right now? I mean,
pretty much, yeah.
As long as you have a good connection.
It could
you don't need a graphic card, or at least a good one.
YouTube though, I mean, come on.
No, dude. No, you don't need a good PC. You can.
Do you have a smart TV? Try it out.
There's actually people testing it out on cheap laptops, and they say it works great with like integrated graphics on their laptops, and they say it works great.
Like this isn't a cheap laptop. This is like a mid 2000s laptop.
Don't matter if it runs Google, you can play it.
You know what my favorite Google game is?
Just to prove you wrong.
Yeah, try it.
I do not believe it.
Make a video too.
I didn't see that shit, dude. I didn't believe it. I did not think it would run this good. Like, there's no latency. It looks beautiful, but it's not running with a graphics card or anything. It's just running from your Google browser. So you don't need like a beefy PC or a beefy laptop, a beefy tablet.
Obviously, you can't run like a 4K resolution on a screen that's a 720. You know, like depending on what your screen is or your laptop.
I'm just saying, like, this thing is like struggling right now to have YouTube up. So I just don't believe that I could play a video game on this.
You're gonna try.
Yeah, try it.
Try now.
But how are you struggling to have YouTube up?
Hey, Xbot. I think Rebecca Willingham wants to cook you dinner.
Cook me dinner?
Yeah, she says she has your frying pan.
Yeah, the one that we're gonna beat him with.
Oh yeah, smack him in the head.
That just reminded me of my gameplay for next podcast where I showed I took 3 people out with a frying pan in PUBG, and I was so proud of that. Yeah,
that's old gameplay, Xbot.
Hey, but it happened, and I have proof. All right.
Did you get your colored frying pan yet?
I did.
And all the people that didn't play to begin with, and then you hit them with the firing pan. Is that what you did?
No. I held down this house.
One of them was me.
Oh. No, I shot you in back of the head with a shotgun. Okay.
Speaking of frying pans, what do you guys think about this cloud stuff?
Well, dude, first and foremost, I don't care about the cloud stuff. I'll play a game anywhere if it works and I want to play it.
But what if
I was telling you what my favorite Google game was, and you guys kept cutting me off.
Go ahead.
You know,
and we didn't have to either.
Yeah, when you have no internet, if you go on Google, you can play this game where you're a little dinosaur and you gotta jump and duck and jump and duck and get a high score. That's it. It's so much fun. That is all.
That's on the Google browser?
Yeah. And if you have no internet connection, it'll come up. It's amazing.
That sounds amazing.
Everybody unplug your internet right now.
They won't do that. We have been trained like sheep. Okay.
That was bad advice during a podcast.
Good point. Good point.
Unplug your internet right now. Oh damn! Nobody's watching.
You know what? Honestly, I think it's a great idea this whole project stream. I'm really excited to see more about it. I just don't want to play Assassin's Creed unless I'm hanging off the guy's balls. That's all I care about.
Whoa.
I did that.
Xbot did that. Was that in your gameplay bot?
Hint, hint.
No, I could put it in next week, though. Because
Yeah,
the
you
Don,
should have.
the
You coulda
Don won again, yeah.
Well, next week you have a chance now.
You need to
so.
come up with some real epic gameplay, I guess.
All he did was have Rash from Battletoads thrusting his hips for 15 minutes, and he won. He won, people.
Hey, don't talk about me farming on Forza with my car just sitting there streaming for 3 days straight. If he's thrusting his Battletoads.
And that's why Don wins, because he has that amazing gameplay that's second to none. Oh, wow. Don is here now. That's pretty incredible.
Damn it.
I vote for K Mega because he
What's
plays
up, Don?
cool games.
Xbot needs to kiss that ring.
Yeah.
No, you were right the first time. Kick that ring.
Kick that ring.
Hey, but everyone on this panel, please sign up for this and just give it a try because I would love to hear
what
your
I
thoughts.
think Google is
Not
doing
sponsored
here,
by Google.
What I think Google
not
is
at all.
doing here, I think they're testing their kind of like streaming service. Yeah, it's through their browser, but let's be real here. What's the biggest platform that they can test on right now? It would be their browser. I feel like they're testing their whole streaming and everything like that. I'm not sure if you're gonna see the whole browser kind of like game streaming thing really get put out there, but in terms of like streaming hardware, kind of like the rumors with Xbox and the Scarlet Cloud, kind of like smaller Xbox for streaming.
Mm-hmm.
For a long time, Google they has been rumored that they want to get into the console space. They want to get into the gaming space. I think they're testing this right now to kind of set up to get into that space, and they're going to get into it, when with a streaming type system, when that is kind of like accepted amongst like console gamers. Yeah.
Very cool.
I have one simple thought: cross progression and cross play. Okay. How does this, first of all, do they have anything? How are you going to buy the games on Google?
We don't know yet.
So my point is that this is where, them saying, okay, we're going to play nice and we're going to share some revenue with, let's say, Xbox, for example. And if you bought your stuff on Xbox, you could play on Google Stream. Now, the only thing is that xCloud is coming out, but Xbox has been pretty cool with everybody and saying, hey, if you're going to do this or that, like, you know what I mean? So that's the interesting thing to think about, because they obviously don't have any way to buy a game right now on Google. So,
I would definitely, that would make sense. The only thing when it comes to Google and Microsoft, we've seen little like hints here and there. Google and Microsoft do not play well together. That's why the PlayStation 4 has a YouTube app where you can stream the game directly to YouTube on the PS4, but yet on the Xbox they don't, because Google owns YouTube and that's what they do. All right, like they just don't play well with Microsoft. If it was any other company besides either Microsoft or Google, that like whatever side we're talking here, it would be it would be more like, yeah, damn, that makes sense if it was any other pairing. You know what I'm saying? But Microsoft and Google like absolutely like hate each other. Yeah.
We could do something with Sony. Hey, imagine if Red Dead Redemption came up and Google said, hey, instead of paying $60 for this game, you can just stream it here for $9. I don't know. We don't know what Google could do.
Oh shit! That'd be a mic drop moment right there.
Yeah, that's a good point, Sonic.
That's way too cheap. Way too cheap. Guys, we are gonna move on. Because
scary games.
Yeah, we're gonna get. Okay, stop yelling at me. Okay, so I'm headed back to Greece. Have a great show. That was a message. Yeah, that was Spoon Man. God damn it, I'm dying. All right, so Yeah, it's all your fault. All right, guys. So our next topic is, what's our favorite scary game to play for Halloween, and something that you would recommend to people. So it could be 1, 2 games. What are your favorite games you like to play for Halloween? I'm gonna go down the panel and talk to everybody, and we're gonna kind of go one by one. But if you guys need to jump in, then so be it. All right, so I'm gonna start with Supersonic Station.
Yes. Do I just one game?
No, you could do a couple.
Okay.
Something you'd like to play at Halloween, something you'd recommend.
Okay, I'm just saying these are going to be VR games because once you play a scary game,
cut his mic, mute his mic. No, I'm just playing.
Okay, it's for sure it's Resident Evil 7, but only in the VR mode. Once you play a horror game in VR,
I would have a heart attack.
That's the point. The scariest game.
That is not okay.
They want to kill their consumers.
Once you play a horror game in VR, flat screen games will have no effect on you. Scary movies will have no effect on you. It's the most terrifying experience you'll probably ever face as far as like horror games, horror movies, whatever. But definitely Resident Evil 7 in VR, Alien Isolation in VR is very terrifying.
I think the thing that would take me out of that mode would be my hands flying across the screen.
That doesn't happen. That's still talking shit.
I'm just messing with you.
Talking out your ass.
Okay, good. I'm just saying. I love all these fake rumors people spread around.
I'm just messing around.
Oh man, look at the graphics now. That is cool.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, look at the work you did, Mel.
Thank you. I saw
monsters
those images from the internet.
Space.
Right.
And there's another VR. It's called Haunted Main or something, where you're just walking around a haunted house and it's scary. You just have a flashlight, and this one you just walk around the haunted house, but it's scary. There's lots of jump scares. And I'm telling you, if you play horror games in VR, you're gonna get the shit scared out of you.
Yeah, of course, because you're gonna have a fucking heart attack.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you're not dead right now.
Dude, I love it. Like, it's terrifying. Because you, like in say Resident Evil 7, you're actually transported in the game. You're in that house with all these crazy people and monsters, stuff chasing you. That chick stabbing you with a knife. It's terrifying. So yeah, it's.
Oh man, that in my life, that's just like a normal Thursday night.
Fuck you.
Oh, and like Layers of Fear is good too. Not Layers of Fear. I forgot what it's called. It's there. I'll think of it later. Go to the next person.
All right. I want to know what you guys in the chat like to play during Halloween, and what's your scary game. We're gonna go over to Crispy Bomb. Crispy Bomb.
All right, I love it.
Whoa, Butcher!
my favorite. Absolute favorite game that got my heart pumping and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, is Dying Light. I don't care what anybody says. You walk around at night in that game and you are terrified because you have those volatile things that are just going to tear you apart no matter what you got.
Hold that thought, sir.
What?
Hold that thought real quick. Butcher Van dropped 666 in the super chat.
No!
Thank you for the 666, Butcher Van. That's a bad number.
It's the strip cat kitty.
He did.
Omen.
No, let's hear his story, and then I have a story about 666, but carry on.
But in all seriousness, that game, and before that game, which we're supposed to get into, if I read the topics correctly, is Left 4 Dead 2. And there's actually a part in Left 4 Dead 2 that you are walking through that mall and you have all of them zombies coming and you can hear them at first and it gets you absolutely insane. Like one of the greatest experiences I've had. There's a lot of games I believe that have had that element. Even when I played Halo 3 and we had the flood part, I was like, oh my god, like this is crazy. Like, because if you do the noises and everything else right, that'll get the game so much like more like hype in your head. Like, oh, is this gonna happen?
Yo, Crispy.
And what Sonic is saying is VR and everything, but you know, like I could never see myself putting VR on because I might be even more terrified and I might have a heart attack like Milk.
Dude, it's awesome.
Yo, Crispy, check this out. When you were talking Dying Light, man, it brought me back because we got the game. You should have seen OhSnaps the first time. Like, we had to go out at night.
Shut the fuck up. I still can't play that bot. I can't.
That is my recommendation because it's $20 now. Yo. All the DLC, dude. Like, it is a great... If you haven't played that game, you have to
Dude,
play.
We turned around the corner, and you know the night creatures? Like, the big ones? Like
the volatiles, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, we turned around, and there was one standing straight up, and it opened up its mouth. I was like, ah! Yo, she ran, dude, like, screaming.
That's one game in first person that I have to say just it is meant to be in first person, and that is it, because the whole game, like yes, the daylight can be terrifying because like if you have the virals, as they think they call them, if they come at you, like they're like basically World War Z, but then you have the volatiles at night, which basically makes you don't want to do anything at night, and they're like World War Z cross between I Am Legend and probably some other zombie movie, and they're just insane. And not only that, like you could be super powered, but if you get two of them guys chasing after you, you are done. It doesn't matter what you do. So it's one of those games, like you start hearing the howls and the growls and everything, and you're just like, oh hell no, I'm just gonna sit in this UV light.
So scary. It sounds scary. It looks scary. Everything's scary, and it's scary. I just want to play it, but it's scary.
The best part is you can play with other people.
Are you talking about Dying Light?
No, I can't play with other people because I haven't got past a certain point. And I'm not going to get past a certain point because I can't play the game because it's too scary. That is all. I just can't.
I told OhSnaps she needs to start doing more kind of like scary game streams because...
Okay, but I have to if I'm going to do camera, right? Because no one wants to play a scary game if there's no camera.
You are so animated. Game. I swear. Like,
yeah, but I can't have a light on. I'm like a little bitch. Like, I will throw my controller and run away. That is like a definite. But like Dead by Daylight, that's one game. Like I could play Left 4 Dead. That's not scary to me. Like I could play all types of games, but Dead by Daylight definitely freaks me the fuck out. Like it's just carry on.
Just wait till you try VR mode. You're gonna be in for a treat.
I'm not. Vogels Craig said he has that game, but he hasn't tried it. I believe he's got the enhanced edition too.
You have to, especially right now. I mean, you got probably 3-4 weeks to get into it. Like, the game is insane. Like, it is so cool. You get to, like, build weapons, everything else. And, like, once you get, like, super powered, you're still never super powered. If you go out at night, you still have to run. I don't care if you have the highest level and everything else. You still have to run. You still have to find the light. That's the hence Dying Light. And it's just it's an insane game that like I've gotten halfway through, and then there's just so much to do. It's almost like a zombie Fallout. Like it's just insane.
It's a great game. That's a really good choice. I like that. I like that a lot.
I want to add one real quick. I'll add that PT. That was freaky as hell.
Oh man, I want to play PT, but I'm not fucking spending $25. What is it? Visceral or whatever is the actual name of it?
Visage? No,
Visage. Yeah, thank you. Sorry,
yeah, no,
I don't know what the fuck Visceral is.
That's not PT, but it looks like it's made with the same engine and everything. Yeah.
That game is also getting VR.
Well,
support,
I looked up PT, and that's what came up on Steam. I really want to play that game, but it's scary.
It looks a lot like it. It's going to be scary. It will be a lot like PT, and it is getting VR support, so I'm waiting for it to get VR support.
Oh, actually, I should say this to Mel. You actually might want to get into it because they're doing a Battle Royale mode.
Oh, shut up.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
This is basically their test to go into Dying Light 2 also. So like they're ramping up for some crazy stuff. And this is melee weapons. Like you're gonna be like up close and personal with people.
Ooh.
I don't know. I might sneeze on them.
With the frying pan.
You got her sick, Sonic.
Yeah, what the fuck? This is not okay.
Travel through the airways. I can't help it.
Guess so. I guess so.
That started it. It's his fault.
All right, Butcher Van. What is your scary game?
Marco Polo.
That's terrifying.
Is that on Xbox or PS4?
It's in real life. It's even scarier.
It's in the swimming pool, I think.
The swimming
You can
pool.
play it anywhere, I think.
In the middle of winter.
Yeah, in the middle of winter during Halloween in the swimming pool.
There's so many things wrong with that. I can't even.
I like to play Marco Polo in a van down by the river.
Oh, makes sense.
No, I think lately I think I'll go with Friday the 13th game. I like that game. I kind of want to play it again now that we're talking about horror games.
Well,
If it
it's
ever
free
works,
on
I can't-
PlayStation. And I'm
But-
sure you own it on Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, I have it on both. I like I like that game, but I think the scary game, if I wanted to do a scary game, would be probably Resident Evil 7. I like that game.
Resident Evil. I won't play that. It's too murdery for me. I don't like it.
Kidding me. That's the best.
Bill Gates farted in an Apple store. He said, "It's not my fault. They don't have windows."
That is the best joke so far.
Oh my gosh. You're supposed to be moderator, Daz. Damn it.
Very
Logo
good
said
job. You're hired.
Logo said Silent Hill. That's a good game.
Silent Hill, that's a good one, yeah.
You know,
Evil
Monkey
Revenge.
Punch. Monkey Punch said Layers of Fear. The Indie Gamer says Resident Evil 7. Vogels Craig says Silent Hill. I loved watching Xbot play Silent Hill.
Yeah, it had a slow ramp up.
I
but
won't play
it.
That was a good game too.
There's actually a lot of scary games that I'll watch people play and I won't play them. I just
Oh, Indie Gamer Dead Space. Nice, dude.
All right.
Good game.
So Marco Polo and what was your other game? I got distracted by Bill Gates
Resident
farting.
Evil 7 and Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah, murder game.
I think we should totally do a Friday the 13th
That'd be
game. All of us
fun.
play again.
I think
like
I could
old
do that. It's
times.
been a while. It won't work though.
We can see if they ironed out all the kinks, man.
That's a
Yeah,
good
let's see if we
idea.
get server disconnects and host drops like
Let's
we
see if
always
we're-
had.
Let's see if we're offering any more skins that were exclusive to the people who funded the game.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what got me my Oculus Rift. Was at 300. I sold my Tom Savini skin for $300 on eBay.
Oh my god.
Brian Baker just shared a link with us on Twitter. It says kids playing Marco Polo with Marco Polo. We're gonna have to check that out. All right, Xbot.
What's up?
What's your scary game?
All right, it's funny because I've been looking at the chat and I've been hearing everybody on the panel, and nobody said the one scary game that I was absolutely addicted to.
Destiny.
Unfortunately, it is not back compat yet on Xbox One, and they need to do this. It would be.
I know what game it is. It's the one with the little stick people.
No.
What the fuck was
When
the
you
name of
said
it?
little, I was like, "Oh my goodness, she's gonna say it." No,
Oh,
Fear
Little Nightmare.
2.
Oh.
Fear 2.
Is that the one with Alma?
Yeah,
Oh,
Alma.
he's in love with Alma.
Yeah, Alma. I wish I could adopt her. I know. In all actuality, she's a grown woman, but like she shows herself as a child and everything like that. That game, going into the elementary school, was one of the craziest missions I ever had in a video game. Like the lockers were opening and closing, slamming. Though there was desks like sliding across the hallway. You know, it just got so crazy. I had so much fun playing that game, and I'm not like the other panel members. I'm not going to throw in all these other ones, man. Fear 2. If you still have a 360, you need to try this game, man. I want them to do back compat on Fear 2. And
listen,
dude,
hit up the Xbox execs.
See,
it's October.
Fear 1 in the chat, they're like Fear 1 was scarier. And to me, Fear 1, because it was made really kind of like blocky and stuff, Fear 2 was made for the console, and they really went all out on the atmosphere and everything like that. Fear 1 did have its moments, like I call them like the invisible ninja people. Later on in the game, those guys were scary as shit. They would just pop out of nowhere. Like, you would think the room was clear, and all of a sudden you got like this goggled freaking man in your face with like with blades coming at you. It was crazy. But to me, Fear 2 really had kind of like that environment, that creepy environment. When Alma appeared, it was really scary. Like, your lights would flicker, and the atmosphere in Fear 2 I thought was really, really good. Yeah. And I'm done. Look at that.
Very nice, Xbot. Very nice.
Yay!
Read some of the ones people are saying in chat. They've been naming off some good ones.
Okay, so apparently some people play Fear 1 and 2 on PC, Xbot. If you give it a chance, you can play it.
What happened?
Okay. Fear 1 and 2, you can play on PC.
I can't play it on my PC.
Okay,
Dude, you
well,
could get the whole Fear collection for like $5 on PC.
There you go.
And it works in VR with Vortex.
Brian Baker said his scary game is Job Simulator or Work Simulator.
Actually, I got a graphics card now. I got a 520. I got decent memory in here, and I have an i5 processor. I should be able to play it on PC, yeah.
Condemned, Brian Baker says, had some
Condemned. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, yeah, and then Dad says the Dear God.
Dear God, it was the thing that was really scary about the Dear God. It was just that damn good. It's so damn good. It's scary, right, Daz? Right, Daz.
Yeah, I agree. That's amazing.
And then Noof Nukem said my scary game is Outlast. That is a freaky deaky game. That's where you walk around with the little video camcorder and you gotta collect batteries and keep your camcorder on, and you get chased. And oh man, that game gave me some serious heart attacks.
Parasite Eve. Oh wow, dude, I gotta go back to Condemned though. Condemned in the mall, in Condemned 1, the mall, like where you had the mannequins and everything like that, was one of the creepiest levels I ever played in video games, man. For real.
Soma, Michael Monkey Punch, nice. Nightmare Creatures, Brian Baker says. What else?
I'm glad it was my turn. I quit.
Oh, sorry.
I'm done. No, it's fine. I talked over you guys. But Outlast was my scary game, and then I would definitely have to agree with Crispy Bomb with I forgot the name of the game already at this point. I was gonna say Light Dying. No, I was like, no, that definitely can't be it. But yeah, that's definitely a scary game. And recently, Xbot and I were we were watching Funhouse playing Visage. Is that what
Visage? Yeah.
And I really want to play that.
You need for your YouTube channel. I'm sorry, but you need to stream scary games. People out there, they need to see you.
Vagina. I cannot do that.
Exactly. That's why you should. Yeah.
Weren't you telling her that she was yelling too loud at like 2:00 in the morning the other day?
It wasn't 2:00 in the morning. It was before the podcast, and I was playing the Call of Duty Zombies, and I was scared, and it was really loud, and they were scary. And then he was like, blah blah blah, too loud. I couldn't hear because my headset was way too loud. So I was like,
Call of Duty scared me too, but it wasn't because of the zombies. Because that game sucks.
Oh my gosh!
But those zombies, anything with freaky sounds where I can't tell where they are. It's kind of like in real life. If I go to the beach, our water isn't clear here. It's like a green tint. If I can't see under the water, I don't want to be in it because it scares me. And like the same thing is when you play a game and you hear all these sounds around you, but you don't know where they're coming from, and that really like gives me such anxiety.
If I'm playing Destiny 2 If I'm playing Forsaken, she freaks out when I go into the other realm called the Ascendant realm, and it's all like dark and there's lights flashing and you hear like creatures. Yeah, you were like, yo, what the hell? That's creepy.
Okay, it wasn't fully freaking out, but
you were.
It's creeping me out.
You would have been freaking out if you had the controller, but you feel like you need to be in that group of people that hates on Destiny too.
How about that saggy tit smasher?
Yes.
Is that a game though? I want to know.
And I don't know, Axe Noob. He put in the chat.
You know what's scary? Playing Surgeon Simulator co-op with OhSnaps. That is scary.
Many people have died.
Only Uncle Bob has died. I cut
Uncle
out
Bob.
his heart.
I witnessed that. That was a sad day.
Oh,
That was
you
lot
got
of
a
fun.
PC. We can play co-op and do surgery on Trump.
Dun dun dun. Stay tuned for that scary game.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of amazing games out there, and I appreciate the chat for, giving us some ideas. I kinda want to play a scary game, but I'm kind of too much of a B word.
We should
Just
totally
saying.
play Friday the 13th after this.
See, that's not that scary though. I mean, it's a little scary. The anxiety, I guess at first it gave you high anxiety, but after playing it for so long, I think now, because we haven't played it in, God, I don't know how long, a year?
Yeah, it's
Maybe
been a
8
while.
months?
All it does, someone just needs to make a creepy voice, and then you kind of get scared.
The one thing I love. Oh wow. You sound like you're coming from Silent Hill right there.
That was The Grudge.
I was coming from
Oh
my
yeah, The
mom.
Grudge. But
Never mind, to take that back.
the one thing I loved about Friday the 13th is once somebody got to be Jason, to hear their personality change.
Oh yeah, Tommy Guns, number
Oh.
one psycho I've ever met. If you guys ever gamed with Tommy Guns, okay, or you know him in the gaming community, he's such a polite person, right? Once he was fucking Jason Voorhees, he just became a psycho, and I was just like, this is amazing. He's like a whole new person. It was spectacular. Carry on.
He was fucking Jason? What?
What?
Hold on, I went away. I just heard someone was fucking Jason.
No,
I'm pretty sure
that's
there
not
are
what I
plenty
said.
of Jasons out there. I'm pretty sure at this moment in time that action is going on with somebody named Jason. I'm just saying.
Wow.
That is true.
You guys are dipshits.
Yes, we are.
Some of you.
And
Anybody
proud.
seen the new Halloween movie?
No. The ad is on YouTube every 5 minutes, so I feel like I've watched the whole movie.
It is.
I'm going to see it Thursday.
Oh, how about Dead by Daylight? That's
Eh.
a pretty scary
Dead by
game.
Daylight?
That's a scary game, bot.
That you're talking. That's the side scroller, right?
Oh, Blades wants to play Dying Light.
Nope.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope. Shit
That was
in my
real
head.
quick. Nope.
Nope.
It's okay, Blades. I'll play with you.
Nope.
Whoa.
I'll watch you guys play.
Whoa.
I'm not playing.
What is going on today?
Oh, baby. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dead by Daylight is like Friday the 13th only. It's got different characters and you have to know how to use them, and it's scarier, I think. That's just my opinion. My wrong opinion, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's got like Michael Myers,
Oh, okay. All right.
Freddy, Leatherface, all kinds of people in it.
So, anyways, we're gonna move on. So, Valve Valve games, 4 of them, get an Xbox Enhanced, Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2, Portal Still Alive, and Half-Life 2, the Orange Box. Now, I've only played Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, never knew what Portal was or Half-Life, so I never tried them because I felt like I was way too late in the game. So if somebody could be so kind to tell me what these 2 games are like, so
Or
maybe
you can gift her a code to get those games. That's always a welcome.
yeah,
thing.
but sometimes I won't play a game if I don't know if it's any good.
Was Half-Life 2 Xbox Enhanced? Enhanced?
Yes.
Yeah, the whole thing.
None of them are on the list. I checked my list.
Half-Life 2, the Orange Box, Portal Still Alive, Left 4 Dead, and Left 4 Dead 2.
But they're backwards compat, or they're on Xbox, but are they enhanced?
That's part of the
news.
list.
They're getting enhanced.
Oh, they're
okay.
not enhanced yet because I looked on the list and they're not on.
Well,
there.
my bad. I take it back. They're gonna get enhanced.
Oh, I think that's cool. They're all freaking awesome games.
I like Half-Life 2. That game was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Wow, Noof. Wow.
Dude,
That's all I gotta say.
just the orange box by itself, that's one hell of a deal. You're getting Portal, like everything, the Left 4 Dead games. Dude, Valve makes some good stuff. I'm just saying.
I hope that you can
now
have all the
in
customization that you did.
They're now in enhanced Xbox 360 backward compatible collection. Now.
Yeah, Brian Baker in the chat said they are enhanced. It's just the list wasn't updated as of yet. But they are enhanced. So.
I'll go back to them on like downtime. There's just so much stuff like out right now because like I gotta play Assassin's Creed and then I gotta go to Red Dead Redemption. So when I get downtime, hell yeah, I'll go back to these games. They're very good games, all of them. If you don't own like any of these, get them all. They're all awesome.
Of course
you
would, Sonic. You're about playing old games. Man. It's what you do.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Don't matter. Good game's a good game. Don't matter if it's old.
I played Half-Life 2 a long time ago on PC, and that game was amazing.
I played Counter-Strike on PC, and that was amazing. The good old days. That was when I could actually play with a mouse and keyboard.
You lost that touch.
I play Twitter on PC, and it's
You're a piece of shit. I was like, what game is that? Oh, I got
all the people that play Counter-Strike nowadays don't know the whole boom headshot thing and the you run faster with the knife jokes and all that stuff. It's it's all gone. It's all gotten lost.
Why is Nukem in the chat saying Supersonic? I love the old vag.
Because you play nothing but old games, man.
Oh yeah, dude, I love.
You should have seen. You should scroll up a little bit to Noof's comment about Orange Box. It's great.
Well, I was glad I missed whatever it was you guys were talking about, but now I have to. Whoa. Okay, bye. TMI. TMI.
Even PG.
Nukem.
I can't
This is
find
not
it.
PG.
Superman.
You can't
My
find
phone.
what?
My phone just went off.
It's funny when I hear Orange Box, I think of like someone in New Jersey.
I have no idea what that means.
Well, that means Butcher got somebody in his free candy van and ended up in an orange box.
That's so special.
And putting him in a location in New Jersey. So,
Butcher, what's up with this van? You're scaring me.
The orange box looks nonsense. I don't know about that nonsense.
No, dude,
guys.
it's good. Like Portal's in it. I think
I tried to play this a while ago. Honestly,
Portal is an awesome puzzle game. It is.
Yeah.
I'll stick to my Left 4 Dead 2 and Left 4 Dead 1, and then wait for Left 4 Dead 3. That's never gonna happen.
Left 4 Dead 2. Love that game.
They got Team Fortress is in there. That's like that game's awesome. Very good.
Gosh, Brian Baker.
Melania. Wow.
Whoa. Hold on. I gotta see.
Don't worry about it. It's all per the experience.
I
don't know. So, what do you think about these games? Are you guys happy? Excited? Is Xbox doing a good job?
I gotta say, when it comes to backwards compatibility and then like enhancing games and stuff, because their whole thing is kind of like doing, having an end to all generations. So they are. I would say number one when it comes to back compat games and keeping them kind of like fresh, bringing at least the overall resolution kind of like up to par with making them enhanced and stuff. And at the end of the day, what you're gonna have is like pretty much the biggest library of games that span throughout the years, minus PC and emulators and all that good stuff. But in terms of the console space, Xbox is going to be number one in terms of the library of games, and then keeping them fresh and keeping them kind of like enhanced and bringing them up to speed throughout the generation. So it's a good thing. It might not be games that I get into, but not every games aren't for everybody. But it's good to see that they're doing that, because now everybody's going to have this library of games that they love. go with them wherever the hardware goes in the future, and that's always a good thing. Yeah.
I want to play hide and seek.
I used to love running around in Team Fortress, and you'd be like the engineer, and you'd be like, medic! You just like all these people are just running around yelling, medic!
That's a very, very fun multiplayer game.
I would try it. I would totally try it. But I feel like at some point in time I've owned these games because they look really that familiar. But I don't recall playing them.
People still play the shit out of...
My son, the 13-year-old, plays it.
Yeah. Huh. Bye, Lady Foxfire.
Bye, Foxy. She's going to watch Daredevil. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh yeah, Daredevil's out, right?
There's a lot of stuff out. Yes, Daredevil.
Daredevil. Yes.
I'm going to not get distracted. But I feel like I've owned these games in the past, you guys.
What got canceled? Something got canceled. Everyone was pissed off about.
Iron Fist and Luke Cage.
Oh yeah, Luke Cage. People
Iron
are mad
Fist,
about
that sucks. That sucks. Luke Cage, I don't really care.
Luke Cage was awesome.
It was good. It was good, but I wasn't like, I don't know. I guess because I didn't watch the whole thing from the beginning. I did get into it though.
It's because you didn't grow up in the hood, all right?
I'm sorry.
That's why.
I totally did, you lying sack of shit.
Whoa. Damn.
I don't feel good.
I don't feel good either. We're both
Alright,
sick.
so I'm going to look in the game store and see how much these games cost. Because
whatever they cost, wait till Black Friday and get them. They'll be half off.
Are you sure about that?
I
can't buy games now anyways. I had an accident with my car. It wasn't like a accident. It was a parking ticket accident.
Did you shit your pants in your car?
No, I didn't shit my pants in my car. It was just a parking ticket accident.
Oops, I cracked my pants.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's so cool, Xbot. All right.
I can swear somebody just knocked at the door, but nobody answered, so. We're getting creepy here in October.
What is the name of that game?
What game?
Box?
The orange box.
The orange box, yes.
Yeah, see, we said it now. Now Noof Nukem is going to go crazy in the chat again.
$5.99.
Here we go.
But, I mean, also, like, Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 are freaking awesome games.
Oh, $20. Ew.
That's why I said wait for Black Friday. They'll be on sale.
It's how much?
$20. $19.99.
Now is Left 4 Dead really? Are they really awesome games, though? Like,
they're
really?
fun. They are good games. They've definitely aged.
Let me tell you something about Orange Box though, for real. Xboxes have had this on sale multiple times for $5. So just kind of wait for it. If Orange Box is $20, wait for it because a lot of times it'll be $4.99 on Xbox.
Okay.
It'll be but it's X enhanced now, so now it's got this new flavor, so now it'll be $10.
You might be right about that.
We got a couple Left 4 Dead 360 discs kind of like lying around the house.
We totally do.
Like that was one of the first games I played with OhSnap. Like I think it was a Left 4 Dead 2 kind of like demo because I didn't have Left 4 Dead games. And I gotta say, playing with her, it was pretty fun. Got really repetitive, but other than that, I'm not a big like Left 4 Dead fan. I know there are a lot of people out there that are. Just to me, it just seems like a really simple concept that they did to make a game, and I don't know. I just really didn't get into it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would be happy to check out. The fuck is that game? I forgot already. My brain is not
box
working.
That's orange.
The orange one box.
The orange one box.
I really was feeling great until we started the show, and now I'm like, meh.
Told you I got you sick.
No, I've been sneezing. I haven't sneezed one time all day, and then we get on the show and you've ruined it. All right. So we've got to wrap up the show because it's almost Walking Dead time, you guys. I'm an episode behind. so I'm not going to be watching it.
Can I ask a question about Walking Dead real fast? Is it worth watching again? Is this show getting any better?
Well,
I don't know. I've only watched the first episode for this season.
The thing about this season is it's Rick's final episodes.
About time.
Don't say that, Xbot.
They say it on the TV. They say
I did not see that.
Yeah.
About time that guy dies.
Yeah,
No.
Rick is gonna die.
I'm going to cry.
Dang, I
I
might
cry
start
for everything.
watching again now. I got tired of Rick.
No, they're doing some new things. They're really getting back into like the involvement between the community rather than like just being like trying to kill walkers. And then it's more of like a like darkness to it because
Darkness.
Who's going to be the one that is Rick's demise and stuff. So it's getting interesting.
It's gonna be Cade
I'm
Six.
just waiting.
It's
I'm
gonna be
waiting
me.
for the whispers.
Because, you know, we're live.
I
They
said all
told
these
me.
motherfuckers in the chat. I'm gonna kick all their asses. Daz, I'm gonna kick him in the nut. Brian Baker, I'm gonna
Don't
kick
say that. You can't kick anybody in the nuts.
No, you're not paying me enough to do this. I expect $300 at show. Next time it better be $350. Wait, we're live? What?
I'm about to kick you off the show. You're fired. Indeed, Monkey Punch. Shit. Talking smack. I don't know. OBS disconnected. I don't know. That was weird. It wasn't the ending. But
it's because we were spoiling The Walking Dead. That's why.
That's all your fault. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up the show. I know we didn't discuss our Call of Duty topic that we had, but that gives us time to experience it ourselves. All right, so Supersonic Station, could you let people know where they can find you, what you're up to, and all that good stuff?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I got a lot.
You're fired. Never mind. I'm just kidding.
Is it because I'm not giving you boxes?
No, it's because you said you're going to kick everybody in the nuts.
Oh, okay. So I did delay the Cuphead giveaway because, oh my God, this Red Dead Redemption thing is on fire. My Twitter don't stop going off. This is like the craziest giveaway I've ever seen, Butcher. But find me Retro Renegades Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central Time with Graphics God, UK Daz, Stinking Corpse, and this week's guest is Triple Cup Chuck, and also Triple Cup. This Cuphead Pop Head that we're going to be giving away is from Triple Cup Chuck. He's an awesome dude, so go check out his awesome podcast. But yeah, Retro Renegades. If you like old school gaming, then go check it out. Tomorrow we are going to do me and Dirty J.
Again, I think that's so weird.
Those motherfuckers in the chat. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Yo. Okay, continue.
Tomorrow we're me and Dirty J are doing a hangout to discuss this crown jewel thing going on because WWE is supposed to have a 10-year deal with Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia, but there's stuff with that guy getting killed over there, so there's a lot of drama going on with that. So we want to talk about that. Once a month on the Dazcast I'm on, and Supersonic Station, YouTube, Mixer, Twitch shall be streaming lots of VR, Assassin's Creed, Forza Horizon 4 farming, and Red Dead Redemption. If you want some Forza points, I'm the best farmer in the world. And that's it. Red Dead.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're waiting for you.
I had to reopen up my chat, bro.
Our fearless leader over here.
Right, yeah, thank you.
Don't make fun of my farming. I'm a good milker. I milk the tights.
Wow. No, you don't. You don't. So, Crispy Bomb, where can people find you? What are you up to? All that good stuff.
All the good stuffs.
Maybe some of the good stuff.
Crispy Bomb on Twitter. Yeah, let's get some more followers on this lovely Butcher van going here. You know, I had to shut off my notifications because it was driving people nuts. So, yeah, let's keep it going. We got another 4 days or something. Yeah, so let's go.
Yeah, Crispy said in the comments, he's like, man, I need to catch up here. So come on, people.
Exactly. Other than that, you can find me on Xbox, and yeah, it's been on the screen like for almost 2 hours now. So you can hit me up and let's have some fun. I might play some Dying Light now. I've been talking about it too much.
Good. Now go play it and make sure you stream it or something. That'd be cool.
All right.
Yeah. Those Halloween games. Butcher Van, where can people find you? What are you up to?
You can find me on Twitter, Xbox, PlayStation at Butcher Van, or on Twitter it's Mr. Midlife Crisis. And yeah, have a giveaway going out. The Thursday's the end, and all you have to do is just follow the entire CCC podcast group, and that's all you have to do to enter. Just saying, maybe if we get to 1,000 retweets, there might be an additional something.
Oh,
just saying.
Ooh. How much is it at right now?
But
Swing.
He's like, I don't know. I'm not looking at it.
You have-
Oh, by the way, the extra additional something would be Butcher Van's going to throw in naked pictures of B. Arthur as well.
Or
That's nice.
Yeah,
I think it's a little over 400 right now for retweets.
It's just so nice.
Let's
So-
see. 438, yeah.
You get to go for a ride in Butcher's van.
Free
The
candy.
one, the free candy van. That is
Down
We'll
by
just
amazing.
say it's something good.
Okay.
All right, guys, make sure you guys go follow him, share that, tell your friends, and get people to do that so we can get something good additional. And then we have Xbot448.
We do. He's a fraud.
He is. I know. I'm fully aware.
I like that guy.
The fraud.
Fake ears.
Okay.
What's up? What do you want from me? What do you want from
Where
me?
can people find you? What are you up to?
If you're listening to the show right now, you can find me in your basement, and I am dressed up as a creepy clown. So come on down and say hi. But other than that, I am a YouTuber. I have a YouTube channel. It's called Xbot448, the home of the next podcast. That show airs every Saturday, 7 p.m. I'm also on my boy Mooch's channel for Crossfire and plenty of other things. I have been seen on Xbox Nation on Wednesdays as well as BGST. So I am all over the place, people.
You slut.
Including your basement right now.
Yeah,
So
our
come
chat's
say hi.
going crazy. It was catching up. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my computer today.
Dude, yeah, it's like the Xbox avatars. Sorry. Dang, Xbox, you get around a little bit.
little bit. I can't help it. I love the spotlight, man. You know?
It's fantastic. Anything else?
You don't think
Xbot?
so? You don't think that's fantastic?
Right.
You're pacifying me right now, and I don't appreciate it.
Well, you guys
I
can
heard-
find me on Twitter at GirlsCanGame22, Instagram, Xbox, PS4. Daz just put it up on the screen in the chat. Thank you so much, Daz. Thank you guys for coming out, hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys go enter that contest over on Twitter, on Butcher Van's Twitter channel. All right, guys, thank you so much, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week. Later.
Cheers.
Basement.
Bye, Sean Murray.
Basement.
What?
That's creepy.
I'm in your basement.
No, you're not.
That's